Salsa and hummus extraordinaire, friend of Jimmy Buffett, and president and vice chair of Garden Fresh Salsa, Mr. Dave Zilko. Welcome. So we're going to have a little discussion here, and the exciting part as well is we'll be taking questions from the audience. So we'll look forward to having a good, healthy, interactive dialogue on entrepreneurship. First, starting off, and maybe we'll start with Dave and just kind of work this way, could you give us a brief intro of yourself, your organization, and the role that you see entrepreneurship playing in Michigan's recovery?
Would love to. First of all, it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much. My name is Dave Zilko. I've lived in Michigan my entire life. Went to Michigan State. I actually spent a summer in France, just fell in love with the food and wine culture, and went to the East Coast to get an MBA in marketing. When I came back, I started the way a lot of food entrepreneurs do it. I literally created a line of marinades on my kitchen counter and sent them to what was then the buyer of Dayton Hudson, Marshall Fields. He called me, he said, "These are the best marinades I've ever had," and he placed a 400-case order. Not only did I have any place to make it, I didn't have any money. So I applied for a Discover card, $2,500 Discover card credit card loan. I got turned down for it. So my girlfriend at the time co-signed it, and that's how I funded my company. Now, I married her, so it was a good investment on her part. So I've got this place. I make the first 300,000 bottles by hand. I've got air conditioning, ironically, in this place, but I have no heat. My landlord lived in the Bahamas for tax reasons. You can take it from there. And I build this company. I buy a mustard company, and in the summer of 2002, I'm in New York at a food show, and I met a man named Jack Aronson, who 5 years beforehand had founded a company called Garden Fresh Gourmet at a little 1,200 square foot restaurant in Ferndale, Michigan. When I say Jack was a struggling restaurateur, I mean it. He wasn't dead. He had to declare bankruptcy to hold on to his lease. And he says, "Look, I was just trying to pay my electric bill," and he took a 5-gallon bucket and peeled onions by hand, and in 15 minutes made what is today Garden Fresh Salsa. So I met him, and he started in the back of his restaurant, then he moved to an old Blockbuster video store, and then he built this 25,000 square foot salsa plant. He and I were having lunch after we met in New York, and he said, "You know what, I think I might have overbuilt. Why don't you move your company into mine, outsource your manufacturing to me, I'll give you a free office, and you can do what you want, but I need the revenue to pay my rent." So I did, and our talents seemed to complement each other, and somehow I got him liquored up enough to let me become partners with him. That was in really 2002, 2003. The company did $4.6 million that year. This year we're on pace to do $110 million. And thank you. I don't mean this to be a commercial for Garden Fresh, but you and I were talking about this. So Garden Fresh is now the #1 fresh salsa in both the United States and Canada. We just overtook Kraft as the 3rd largest hummus manufacturer in the United States. We're the #1 brand of tortilla chips in the deli in the United States. We have the exclusive North American rights to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville brand for the deli line. We employ absolutely cutting-edge technology. We pasteurize a lot of our food products in 43-degree water. There's only 100 of these machines in the world. We have 2 of them. My partner and I were invited to Sweden last year, where these are produced, to give a presentation on everything we're doing with it. We employ 423 people in Ferndale. We're the largest employer there. We have 4 plants all in Michigan. Nestle tried to buy us in 2008. Pepsi tried to buy us in 2009 and 2010. And all this is happening in Michigan, so it really can be done.